Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam Prabhuji. Please give us 1 minute. Prabhu, we would like to welcome you.
Yeah.
After this is the third week, 2 weeks we missed you. So, Hare Krishna, devotees, let us take the shelter of holy name and welcome Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra enthusiastically 3 times. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna. So, very warm welcome to.
Prabhuji, can you increase your volume, or maybe with me only? I am hearing a bit low.
Not very clear.
Not very clear. Also.
Hare Krishna. Okay. My sound is low or sound is breaking?
No, low.
Low.
Not breaking.
Now it's fine. Now it's fine, Prabhuji. Now it's fine.
It is.
Okay, let me know, because then maybe the range problem. Yeah. So Hare Krishna. So we are planning to do the 11th Canto review, overview. So that we complete it, and then 12th Canto, and then actually I wanted to start the CC, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So today we'll just do the overview of Canto 11. Yeah. So you see, there are 31 chapters, right? In Canto 11. So as the 10 topics we know, Sarga, Visarga, Anam Bodhana Bhutaya, Manvantare, Shankata, Yoga, Ashaya. So which is the topic for 11th Canto? Yes. What is the subject of 11th Canto?
Asraya?
No. Oh, I see 10th Canto.
Mukti, Prabhu, Mukti.
Mukti. Mukti is that. Nirod Mukti Rashya. Nirod is 12th. Nirod is annihilation, pralay. So that is described in 12th. And 11th is Mukti. So liberation. Yeah. So we see that there are a different chapter. How to actually get detached from this material world and how to go back to Mukti. That is subject matter of the 11th Canto. So we saw some few chapters in that, the curse on Yadus and like that, so there's conversation. Few chapters we saw, but now we would like for the overview of the 11th Canto. So, Hare Krishna. My sound is clear? Somebody's sound is clear.
Yeah, clear. I'm muting everybody else, okay? After, yeah.
Yes.
Mataji can shift mute.
So, okay. So the first chapter deals with the curse on the Yadus. How the Yadavas, they got cursed from the sages, because the Yadavas, the children, they played trick on the sages, and because of that the sages cursed, and the curse was that soon from the Samba's abdomen that this will get birth. That is what? Musala. Musala is iron club. And that will be the cause of destruction for the whole dynasty. So that was the curse. Then the second chapter after that deals with Narad Muni and Vasudev conversation. So 3 days. He was able to stay more days in Dwarka. How was that possible? Can somebody tell?
Bro, your voice was breaking. Your voice is breaking.
Not clear.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Acha.
So your signal is showing weak. Right? Now it's okay. Now it's showing clear. Past 2 minutes it was very weak. Was the video? Video was yes.
Okay, what I'll do, I'll switch on to the another network. Yeah, I switched on to. Oh, now how is the voice? I have switched on to another network.
Now better, bro. Now better.
Better, I think.
Okay, you let me know. Otherwise, then I will go outside there.
Sure.
So what was my question? Yes, Narad Muni was staying in Dwarka for more than 3 days together. Although he had got the curse from Daksha that he cannot stay at one place for more than 3 days. How was he able to stay in Dwarka for more days? Nobody can answer.
By the blessing of the Lord, Prabhu, it is Lord's place. Of course, and their Srishti is Lord's place, but Dardas got the special mercy. So devotees will be taken care of.
So the curse of Daksha worked everywhere except there, except Dwarka. So in Dwarka it didn't work. So Narad Muni would stay many days in Dwarka. But then Lord Krishna himself would tell him, now you go and preach like that. But he liked to stay there because Lord himself is there. And he liked to stay in Dwarka. So taking the advantage of that, Vasudev would call Narad Muni and ask many questions and do Krishna Katha. So then Prabhupada also explained that how Grahasthas should call actually renowned sort of people and they should do Krishna Katha at their house and they should inquire from them. So that way, even as a Grahasthas, they can actually get connected like that. So as Vasudev, he was, although he is Lord's father, but he himself is showing how ideal Grahastha you would call brahmachari or some sannyasi like Narad Muni, and then he would ask various questions. So in that there is conversation of Nimi and Navayogendras. In that Narad Muni and Vasudev's samvad within that. So when Vasudeva asks questions, Narad Muni is telling that conversation which happened between Nimi and Navayogendras. So this Navayogendra and Nimi, so there are various questions Nimi asks, and each of the Navayogendra one by one, Havir, Havirgu, and Karbhajan, and like that, their names are there. So they answer King Nimid's questions. So that conversation comes in this chapter. So whose sons are these now Yogendras?
Lord Rishabhadev.
Rishabhadev's 9 sons, out of the 100. Nine became Paramahamsas. They are now Yogendras. And what about others? What about the 91? The others,
The 81 became Brahmanas. Bharat Maharaj was one, the elder one, Bharat Maharaj. Then other all Kshatriyas. 9 Kshatriyas.
How many are Kshatriyas?
9, Prabhu. 9.
Yeah. So if you see now Yogendras plus 9 Kshatriyas, if you see 18.
One is reduced. Maybe 10 Kshatriyas.
Yeah. See, I think 89 Yogendras plus Bharat, 10 हो गए.
Yes.
And then other 90. In that 90, how many were Brahmanas?
81, Prabhu. I don't know 81 or 82 because one is shortage. So 81 Brahmanas and one Bharat Maharaj is one and Kshatriyas should be 9 or 10. Then Navayogendras 9.
Okay. Right. That is there in that canto. Okay. So these 9 Yogendras, they were Paramahamsas and they were just traveling and they happened to meet with Nimi Maharaj, and that conversation is described in the 2nd chapter. And then 3rd chapter, then description of after the 3rd chapter, the description of of course, 1st chapter is curse upon the illusion, 2nd is intimates the Navagendras, and the 3rd liberation from the illusion. For the Dhumal extends the incarnation of Godhead to King Nimi. Narad concludes his teaching to Vasudeva. This comes in and then later the Yadus retire to Prabhas. Yadus goes to Prabhas. So that time Krishna advises them that we have got the curse now. It's better to go to a holy place, and that way the curse will get nullified. So all of them try, they pack everything and then actually they go to Prabhas on the advice of Lord Krishna. And then when Uddhava comes to know about Krishna's plan, that now Lord is trying to find his pastime, and all of these are going to Prabhas, and there will be fratricidal war, and all of them will be killed, and Uddhava senses what is going to happen. Lord is also going to leave, so Uddhava becomes bereaved, and then he meets Lord Krishna, and then he says, please instruct me now, you are going to leave. How will I live without you? I also want to come, but Lord says, no, here. And then Lord instructs, Uddhav Gita starts. And then Uddhav Gita is very long. After that, Uddhav Gita starts. And in that, Uddhav Gita, Lord tells about Yadu, King Yadu meeting Avdhuta. And who is that Avdhuta?
That Avanti Brahmana? Or?
No, this Avdhuta is Dattatreya.
Okay.
So, Yadu, King Yadu meeting Dattatreya. So this is so their conversation is described in the Gita, most of it. So then Lord
expansion of Krishna, Vishnu, right?
Yeah.
Empowered incarnation.
Incarnation, yes. That's
So the 25 qualities are said now. 25 or 26?
24 gurus.
24 gurus, yes.
Yeah, so that comes in this. So that covers most of the chapters. Many of the chapters in Uddhava Gita. So the story of Pingala and all that. So there are 24 gurus. One by one he describes. So first he describes about the earth. So what he learned from the earth. So from the earth he said, I learned about tolerance.
Patience.
Tolerance, yeah. How to tolerate. So many things happen on the earth without any complaint. Earth is tolerating. Then from the air, From the air, what he
It's
learned?
uncontaminated. It's not affected by the aroma.
Detachment.
Yeah. So air, although air may carry the aroma, the fragrance, but the air still remains separate. So air is just carrying the aroma, but it doesn't mixes with the aroma. Still, it has a separate existence. It is like somebody carrying something. The air actually still remains separate existence. So detached. The air is detached. Then from the sky.
Which is the third one, Prabhuji?
Sky.
Sky. Sky is everywhere. Everything is contained in the sky, Prabhuji. But it doesn't feel. It doesn't feel. It doesn't have ego to say everyone is within me. I think I vaguely remember.
The sky again, same thing, unaffected. There are so many things within the sky, but the sky remains separate. Its existence is separate. It doesn't get affected by the things which are contained in the sky. The sky remains aloof from all the things, unaffected sky. Then water learns from
Purification.
Purification. Purity from water. He learns purity, purification. Then fifth is fire. What he learns from the fire?
It is also not unaffected, Prabhuji. Whatever we put in the fire, it engulfs everything, but it remains and unaffected.
Fire consumes everything, but fire doesn't get contaminated by whatever is put in it. Fire consumes, but the fire remains unaffected again. It doesn't get contaminated. Fire remains always pure and never get contaminated. Then, sixth is the moon. What we learned from the moon?
Gives cooling effect, Prabhuji.
Main theme of Dattatreya is remaining detached, unaffected. In most of the gurus, he is learning that. Same with the moon. You see clouds and you see the high tide, low tide. The moon can affect actually the earth, because of which there are high tide and low tides. But the moon is not affected by that. Because the moon, high tides and low tides are happening on the earth. But by that high tide, low tides, moon is unaffected. So moon remains aloof, situated always in its position. That is sixth. Seventh, from the sun. From the sun.
Sun does its duty, Prabhuji.
What?
Duty of rising, setting, and he doesn't feel, oh, I am doing this, I am doing that, and all that.
As the sun, what it does is, sun takes water from the ocean and releases it through the clouds on the earth, right? That is called which cycle? Evaporation and learn. So it takes water, evaporates, and the clouds are formed, and the cloud releases the water back on the earth in the form of rains, right? So a person, a Dhir Purush, in advance, he accepts sense objects whenever they come necessary, and then gives them up also whenever time comes, without any attachment to them. The sun absorbs water and also releases water. The sun doesn't keep all the water with him. Oh, I want water. The sun absorbs water from the ocean and also releases it in the form of the rains back. So Dhir Purushi accepts sense objects and but then also gives them up whenever required, whenever the right time comes. So it doesn't, he doesn't get attached to it. That is, he learns from the sun. Then 8th is vision. What he learns from vision?
Unnecessary attachment should not be there, Prabhuji.
Vision is attached to the family. Vision. Vision is famous for creating, family, strong body, and it's famous for sex. Vision. So it's too much attached to family. And 9th, Python.
Doesn't over endeavor, just waits for the prey to come by its side and then it doesn't.
So, Ajagar Vritti. That is called Ajagar Vritti. So, the advanced person, he follows Ajagar Vritti. Whatever comes by his own accord, but whatever comes by own accord, he accepts. And whatever doesn't come, slowly, fine. So he doesn't do over endeavor. Atyahar. Atyahar also means over endeavor for acquiring things which are very difficult. So that is called Ajagar Vritti. So actually, this Avdut, he himself was like that. Dattatreya. Ajagar Vritti. That is very high level. Ajagar Vritti. Who else was following in our Sampradaya?
Madhavendra Puri.
Madhavendra Puri described as Ajagar Vritti. If it comes, you eat, otherwise no.
Prabhuji, how do you spell it? Ajagar?
Ajagar Vritti.
Ajagar Vritti.
Vritti is tendency. Ajagar is Python. Python just remains at one place. If something comes, when it comes near, then it will get. Like that. You have seen that this Ajagar are very, they are not poisonous, but their strength is in what? The strength is in their
swallowing. They can swallow
big things, and they have a very strong grip. Once they catch the prey, they suffocate the prey. And then but they don't run because they are very lazy and very slow. So that's why they don't go anywhere. Whatever comes near them, they catch it and then wrap around that prey and suffocate the prey. And then they eat. So I was just curious. I just was hearing how the Ajagar, but how he kills. Amazing way. Everybody has amazing ways to kill. So what he does, he wraps around the prey, Ajagar, and with every breath, the prey exhales air. Whenever the prey exhales, he tightens the grip. When the prey exhales, he tightens. Exhale, tighten. So finally, he cannot breathe. And then how he knows that the prey has died? Because if somebody just stops breathing, and then he may just do a drama, and then Rajgar may live and he may escape, the prey. But Ajgar is very intelligent. God has created it. So Ajgar, when he tightens around the prey's body, he senses the heartbeat of the prey. And whenever the heartbeat stops, then he releases the grip. It's like that. Very powerful. They have a very powerful grip. So how they kill the prey. So this is Ajgar Vritti. So he just, if something comes nearby, then only he will catch. So he just wait for a long time. grave. So advanced person like that. Madhavapuri also, he was just sitting under a tree, and then Lord sees that he has not eaten since the morning. So Lord himself brings the milk for Madhavapuri. So Ajgarmukti is followed by such great people who are like very advanced, but we may not be able to do. Whatever comes, no endeavor. But we endeavor, but we don't do over endeavor. Yeah, okay. Then 10th is ocean. From ocean, what do we learn? We learn
Ocean remains steady even though so many rivers enter
Yes.
into the ocean.
yeah.
It does not get much disturbed.
Apuryamanam achala prathishtam samudra apam pravishanti yadvat. That verse comes from Bhagavad Gita. How the ocean always remains grey. Although so many rivers come, enter, the ocean doesn't get disturbed or agitated. So the ocean always remains grey. So gravity. Always be sober. No one should be grave in life, serious in life. What is the opposite of sober or grave?
Agitated?
Oh, only one person is answering. Sudarshan Vasudev. I have to hear from others. Others are also there, 13 participants. So, what is the exact opposite of grave or sober? Dhira. Dhira is what? Dhira statra namayati means sober, like grave. So, what is the opposite? How should
Dhira,
we
murkha. Murkha, dhira opposite.
Dhira, murkha, okay. Yeah,
Unsteady project.
yeah. Exact word is frivolous.
Frivolous.
Yeah, opposite to grave is frivolous. But devotee should not be frivolous. It will be grave, sober. So from the ocean one can learn. Ocean is so deep. You see? So in English the saying is there, still water runs deep. So the shallow water actually makes a lot of noise. But when the water is deep, how we know it is deep? It will be very still, calm. Of course, the waves will be there, but from the waves also you can know that the water is very deep. But the river water, you see, they are always making so much noise. It's not so deep. But the ocean water, ocean is very, very deep. So from ocean we learn gravity, so to be great. Then what 11th is a moth. From moth, what we learned?
Moth gets attracted to the fire. So kind of sense gratification.
Yeah. Yes. So especially here he is saying how a man gets attracted to woman madly. So the moth gets attracted to fire. It's like he doesn't think of anything else. He's so much attracted that he enters fire and actually dies. He sees others, they are getting burned, but he still goes. The moth. And so many moths, if you put a fire in the middle of the forest, the moths just come and enter. They put their ahuti themselves. So like that man, when he gets mad after a woman, then he loses all intelligence, and he actually attracted, and that is responsible for his own destruction. That is what he describes, man attracted to woman. So that moth. And then 12th is honeybee. What we learned from honeybee?
It goes to only good things like flowers in search of honey, unlike the flies.
Honeybee is basically a selfless service project.
Honeybee.
It collects from various flowers, and ultimately we are only using it. So it's meant for selfless service to mankind.
Honeybee also takes the essence of all the flowers. Like only takes good things, you can say. Like it does not take any other thing other than honey.
But that's not what Dattatreya learned from honeybee.
Probably I now vaguely remember, I heard this many years ago in one of the SB classes. I think it takes only to the extent of honey that is required for the flower, otherwise the flower will die. It will not absorb more than what is required.
So you can have your own 24 gurus and amazing. Even the Tatre will be surprised by your full conclusions. Okay, I will tell what I have heard, what I read. So honeybee, you should learn not to collect too much. So because honeybee collects so much, and keeps on collecting, and finally, who takes that? Madhuha is the Shabda. So person who puts fire. You have seen somebody catching that honey comb. So
Yes,
they what they do? Yeah, they go in the village. I have seen practically in our village. That smoke, they create a smoke. There's no fire, but the smoke is created. And when the smoke, they sense the smoke, then they think, oh, there will be fire. And everything. They start flying here and there. And they have special kind of googly, what you say, that they cover. That the bees cannot actually enter. So like that, when they take collected all that honeycomb and all the honey, and they go and sell like that fresh. The villagers they would come, and sell that honey. Similar thing happens in Kuwait. They bring honey like that. No.
Here, no trees, like not much here. They import actually.
Sugar. There is some create like sugar syrup also. That is duplicate honey. It looks like honey, but it's only sugar syrup.
Jaggery syrup, Prabhuji. Jaggery syrup. Color also is like that.
Cheap one. So, but original.
Prabhuji, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. There is butterfly in this, Prabhuji, in this 24 gurus.
Let me see. I don't know. Not there. Why? You want to add one? 25?
No, Prabhuji, because I heard in one Bhagavatam class. That's why I remember. I'm not sure whether it is butterfly or honeybee. I can't remember, but I heard one. That is to say that whether it's a butterfly or honeybee, it doesn't absorb more than what is required from the flower. If it takes slightly more, the flower will die. So like that, we also as Jivatmas, we should only like Bhaktaram Yajnatapasam, and we have to just Isavasyam Idam Sapam, yes. So we cannot take more than what is required.
It's not there.
Okay, sorry to bother you. Please continue. Sorry to because I heard this. That's why I remember. Okay.
Maybe some other place. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So Madhukar said, honeybee, don't collect too much. So some people I have seen, like generally older people, like generation before, they would not spend so much, but they will collect. They will not spend also, and they will keep their khandani, all their daulat, all the wealth like that, increase, and they will pass it down. And they themselves will live very very conjuice life. There are some people like that. You see.
And demonetization happens, finished.
Yeah. So demonetization is like the Madhuha coming. So recent one case this happened in our family only. Of course, my father, we are like three brothers. I think I must have told you. So the younger brother, he used to take care of father and mother. Then recently, he somehow, my father had collected some money, huge amount, 40 lakhs something from his job, savings. And my father was like very miser, not spend anything. He collected a lot of, and this younger brother, he took that money and then he absconded. And then there is no proof or anything. Now his father has come here near now. They are shifted here to temple, father and mother. And now father has put a case on my brother, who is the younger brother, younger to me. And now there is court case going on in the court. Father has put case on son that he has taken this many lakhs of food and he has not given. So practical with my eyes, what I seen. How so much he collect for like his whole job's earning, he kept with him, and then suddenly in one day, this younger brother he took it away. So we keep it. Don't use it. Don't use it. Keep it, and somebody else will come. Over collection is not good. Spend something and live a good life. And you too much collect and not give to anybody. That's how even Avanti Brahmana was like that. He collected, and then suddenly he lost everything. And neither he helped anybody, neither he gave to anybody. Everybody cursed him. Of course, he got great realizations in that. It is also good. And I feel it was good for my parents also that they lost so much money. Because of that only they came near to temple. And then they shifted near and they are chanting and they are coming to the temple. Otherwise they wouldn't have come. So some shock is required for a conditioned soul. So a big shock. So we can learn from honeybee. Don't overcorrect too much. Prabhupada also once had told Germany or somewhere, I think, temple, they don't collect so much money and keep. Because the government, in the name of something, they will take it away. And in Germany only, they were collecting, and not spending only. And then that's what happened. The government, in name of something, they put a raid and then they reserved all the money, whatever is there. When you get money also, then of course there is a stand like that, we may have to store something. But we should not too much over collect. If you over collect, then they see how much we have. So the honeybee actually over collects. That's why somebody third party only takes advantage of that. So don't collect too much. And 13th is the elephant. From elephant, what we learn?
Elephant is sense of touch, Prabhu.
Sex desire. We know how that the hunters catch, na? There is some she elephant cave, and then this elephant runs. Between is the great pit. It is covered with grass, and when the elephant runs, it falls down in the pit, and then what happens? Then he is caught. The elephant is caught just because of the attraction of sex desire. Yes. Then 14th elephant honey thief. honey thief. Honeybee, from honeybee we learned something, and from honey thief what is? Honey thief, the one who steals. So, hear about here?
Yes, Prabhuji,
Yes,
we can hear,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. We can hear.
So, honey thief, as Prabhupada would say, na, just like the rat and snake example, what Prabhupada would give.
Rat goes into the hole and snake easily goes and catches it. Right? Rat,
Yeah.
yeah. The rat gets
makes
caught.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the snake easily goes and catches inside the.
Yeah. So the snake doesn't have to make a house separate. So that's what the snake does. He gets nice feast also, and he gets nice house also. Ready-made. So like that, the honey thief. So as the Prabhupada would say, see, as a devotees, we don't do so work hard. And Prabhupada was walking in a nice garden. And the garden was empty only. And Prabhupada and some of the disciples. Prabhupada said, see, these rascals, materialists, they work so hard, and they have made this nice garden. But they are so busy working hard, they have no time to come and enjoy the garden. But we have not worked so hard for this garden, but we come and enjoy. So as a devotee and a sadhu, we don't have to work so hard like the materialists. They will invent so many new things, work hard, and those things they don't have time to enjoy. That is the devotees they utilize Krishna service. That is honey thief. And then deer.
Prabhuji, sorry, Prabhuji, I don't understand, Prabhuji. Can you please clarify this? I don't understand, please.
This honey thief?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what does honey thief got to do with this, Prabhuji?
Honey thief, see, the whole thing, the honey is collected by the honeybee. And then they collect. And this honey thief, without his much endeavors, he just gets ready-made honey of the snake. He actually goes in the hole of the rat, and he eats the rat and he stays there. So as a devotee, Prabhupada was telling that we don't work very hard. We just serve Krishna. And these materialists, they work hard and they create so many facilities. And we just enjoy that. Enjoy how? We use it in Krishna service, but we don't work so hard. Okay, so as a devotee, Prabhupada said that we are the sons of a rich man. We need not work hard. Why should we work hard? So Krishna is creating facility through all these materialists. And they create the facility and we just enjoy.
But devotees also work very hard, Prabhuji. Like you all work so hard. You are working till 10:30, 11 o'clock and giving us class. So how do you understand that perspective? Morning to evening, from 4:30 in the morning to 11:30, you people are working. You are working more hard than us, Prabhuji, actually.
No, that working hard is actually working blissfully. In that there is a great happiness and bliss by working hard for Krishna. The materialist experience of working hard and a devotee's experience of working hard is different.
Prabhuji, this is Ananya's Chintayantoma. Krishna says, if you do for me, I will take care of everything. You will provide for us.
Yeah. That's true. So we, as a devotee, we don't work so hard. What how materialists work? They work so hard, and they create the facility, and they create so many new inventions. But a devotee they just accept that and they enjoy it. As a devotee, they don't work hard. Even if that working hard is there, that is for Krishna, and that one gets immense happiness in that working hard. Is that the same experience of the materialist? They are working hard, they don't get happiness. Yes, they just work hard because they are driven by their passion and their modes to work hard. They don't get bliss. But for a devotee working hard, he gets such a great bliss. So for a devotee, ready-made things come. He doesn't have to work hard. Somebody works hard and he just. So Lord also gives this example of snake and mouse. In the case of which lila? Which fasting? To the demigods he gives this example. That is Samudra Manthan lila. Lord says, "Arey wo demons ko le lo, take their head and do Samudra Manthan, and you control yourself. There will be so many things coming from the Samudra. Ultimately, what you want is that a brew, nectar which will come. And when the nectar comes, you get it, you snatch it. Although take demons help, but ultimately you take it. So Lord gives the example there of this snake and the mouse. So it may seem what devotees are like the snake or what? The materialist like the mouse. But that's what fact is. Materialist working hard and they create so many facilities and devotees just. That's what he learns from the Madhuha, that is honey thief. Then deer. What about deer?
Dear, we understand its weakness is music.
Who is answering? Shivana Krishna. Acha. Okay, you answered, I think, last. You answered. Amul Arjun was answering. Now I want to hear from this. Deer. Okay. What we learn from the deer. Nobody? Yes, others can try. Asimananda Krishna is there. Yes, true. What we learn from the deer. Don't be attached to deer like Bharat Maharaj.
Is it the sound it gets attracted to and then the hunter is able to catch?
The sound. It is the flute sound the hunter plays and the deer gets caught. So the hunter plays and when the deer comes very near, the hunter actually hurts. And who is the greatest enemy for the hunter? You know, in the jungle. The greatest enemy for the hunter is the wolf, who makes the sound like that. Like the sound. Because of that sound, the deer actually come into external consciousness. They lose the absorption in the sound. And they immediately say, "Oh my god, we are so near to the hunter," and they run away. So the wolf is in the like traditional hunters. But that from deer we learn that one gets caught by the ears. Because of the ears, attraction for the ears, the sound, one who gets like fish. Yes, no, somebody else who has not answered it now. Fish, what we learn from the fish.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, fish gets caught through the bait in the fish hook.
Yes, because of the tongue. Because the tongue.
Yeah, uncontrolled tongue.
Yeah, fish has so many things to eat around in the water, but the fish is there is something very easy catch there, and a worm or something. Jiva Vegam, yes. Because of the tongue, the fish gets caught. Yes, and then from the prostitute, Pingala, what he learns. Pingala prostitute. Asha. Yeah.
One who gives up the material hankering can understand supreme personality of Godhead.
She says, Asha paramam dukkham, nairasya paramasukham. So when you asha or hope or expectation, that is the cause of great suffering. But nirasha, if you have no asha from anybody else, that paramam sukham will be very happy life. How many of you agree with this? Experience in life? We have expectation from somebody and he doesn't act according to the expectation, then we feel so much frustrated. But you have no expectation from anybody. Then you are a free bird. You are always happy. So from Pingla, he learns Avdut. Then there is a Kurari bird. What he learned from Kurari bird? Yes. And we didn't hear about Kurari bird. So this is a bird who once got a piece of meat and he was very happy with bird. He started flying to eat this meat. And when he was flying with this piece of meat, so many other birds saw, oh, he has got meat and we don't have meat. And then immediately they attacked this one bird. And he saw, my God, so many of them are coming to attack me. He just dropped that piece of meat. And all of them, instead of attacking him, they went behind him. The same realization like Indra. When you have some asha, when you have something with you which others don't have, then you attract envy and enmity from others. But if you just give that up, and if you don't possess something extraordinary which others don't have, then people are not envious. So you should not have something which is too extraordinary, which in people's eyes, it is catching. Then you will get enmity of me. That is it. Then from Kurari bird, then child. From child, what we learn? What we learn from child? Yes. What can we learn from the child?
Today they will
Innocent.
fight and tomorrow they will unite.
Pardon?
Today they will fight, next day they will unite.
Achha.
Innocence.
Innocence. Yeah. From the child, how to be carefree. The child is carefree and he puts all the anxiety of the parents. The anxiety of the parents, they don't take anxiety. So they are very carefree. So devotee is also carefree. He puts anxiety on Krishna. Krishna is our maintenance, he is caretaker. He will take care. So the child devotee is like that. He is carefree. Then, yeah, the Kumari, a woman who was not married, unmarried woman. So, yeah. So there some people come to meet her, means what do you say, for her marriage. Some people come and this woman, she is unmarried. So she's quite poor and she is inside making, she's cooking and she has some bangles in her hand. So when she is cooking, the sound of the bangles is coming. And she thinks, no, this bangle should not make sound. Otherwise, what these people will think? That she herself has to do cooking. They don't have servants or like that. So she removes one by one bangle. And when there are two bangles still in each hand, still they are making sound. So what she learns from this Kumari woman is that if there are one or two, there are more than one, means 2 people, 3 people together, there will be always some discussion, chit-chatting, pressure. Better is to be alone. And when it's alone, there is no time pass, no pressure, no chit-chatting. If more than one person is there, there will be always some conversation, which is unnecessary. So that's why Madhavendra Puri will always travel alone. But again, this is not the realization of actually devotee. So this is like Avadhut's realization. They are more of a yogi, a tyagi, a jnani. So all of them doesn't apply to a devotee. So we should not say, okay, now henceforward I will stay alone. Alone means not with those who do time pass, but one can stay with devotees. So he learns from that, from this Kumari. Then arrow maker. What he learns from the arrow maker?
Precision, Prabhuji.
Means?
Like when they make the arrow, when they hit it hard, we have to be careful when we make the arrow. Otherwise, our hands will get jammed, fingers will get jammed.
No.
Absorption, Prabhu.
Absorption in absorption, yes. And the arrow maker was Ishukar. Ishukar, the arrow maker, he was making arrow. He was so absorbed. There was a big party of the king and the whole entourage. And they were passing from a nearby road. But this arrow maker was so absorbed, he didn't hear any single sound. Yes, he heard but didn't hear. He was so absorbed. The king and the whole entourage going with a big band. So absorption he learned from the Ishukar, arrow maker. Then again the snake.
This is Vyavasaya
Buddhi. Yes, aka Gurunandana. Vyavasayatmika buddhi, aka Gurunandana. Na bahushakhayanta buddhayo avyavasayina. So one should have a fixed focus like this. Ishukar, the arrow maker. Then there is snake. Again, the snake's example has come. Of course, previously was that Madhuha, and the same principle of snake. He doesn't make any house, but just goes in the house of the rat, eats the rat and stays there, like that. Then spider. Spider, what he learned?
It makes its own cobweb, but doesn't get entangled in that.
Yeah. So Supreme Personality of Godhead is like that. He makes this entire creation, but he himself is not caught up in that. And he winds up also at his will. He can produce it and wind it up without getting entangled in it. Then there is an insect, which is caught by the wasp. The wasp catches some insect, and the wasp keeps that insect in the trunk of a tree, and the wasp keeps it for some time, and later the wasp is going to eat that insect. So the insect is so much thinking of that wasp. So when the wasp comes and actually eats the insect is so much always thinking of the wasp, and next life he gets the body of a wasp. This example comes. So whatever one, so whatever one thinks throughout his life, whatever he is absorbed, he is actually anxiety, he is thinking of that. Same, he gets yam of his current power. Same body he will get in his next life, whatever he is attached to or whatever he is thinking always. So the insect is so much conscious of the wasp, that wasp is going to come, he is going to kill me now, he can come anytime, and actually the wasp comes out of that. And when he eats that insect, the insect is so much conscious of the wasp that he gets the body of a wasp. And then these are all 24 gurus, and he gives one more guru's name.
Prabhuji, sorry, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So spider, we understood. Next one is a wasp. Wasp is basically that I didn't understand, Prabhuji. What is a wasp?
Wasp is a kind of insect.
The guru is the insect here.
Guru's insect is there.
Yeah.
Not wasp.
Yeah. Because the wasp is also a kind of insect, but it's like a bee wasp. Bee and wasp. So wasp catches a small insect, and wasp keeps that insect in the trunk of a tree to store it, and then later he is going to eat that insect. So the insect is so much fearful, conscious of the wasp, because the wasp is going to come sometime and kill him. So the insect is always thinking of the wasp. He may come, he's coming. And then when the wasp comes, he's thinking of the wasp only, and the wasp actually eats the insect. And while getting killed, the insect is thinking of the wasp only. And because of that, he's so much absorbed in the wasp. After death, he gets the next body of wasp. Getting that? So whatever one is conscious throughout life, he gets similar body in the next life. That's the conclusion. So 24 are here done. He gives one more guru, that is body, 25th guru. So the body is also guru. So what we learn from the body? So this body is also a guru. How this body is a guru?
We are able to do so many things with our body, but at last we cannot stop its deterioration and death. It is not in our control.
Body teaches us the temporary nature of the material world. Although one may take care of the body so nicely, and they protect the body so nicely, but the body is actually going to deteriorate and die. That is the temporary nature of this material world. One cannot get attached to things of this material world because things are temporary. They won't last long. So one should not be attached. The body teaches us how one day everything is going to be deteriorated. So that is 25th guru. So like that, this Uddhav Gita it goes. Mostly with this Avadut Brahmanas, so many gurus like that. And then in the end, there is Avanti Brahmana's story, in the 11th canto, about how he gets great realization. The famous sloka is Nayam jano me sukha dukha hetu na devatatma griha karma kala manha param karanam amanati samsara chakram parivartayeta. He says mind is the ultimate karan of one's suffering and one's happiness. Mind only, not devatas, not one's karmas, nothing else. Mana param karanam. Mind is the ultimate cause of our happiness and stress. One who has controlled the mind, he will always win. One whose mind is uncontrolled, he will always win. So that is Avanti Brahman. Then Aila Gita, Purava's realization, Aila Gita. How he was attached to Uroshi, and later when he becomes detached, his realization that comes, and then finally the annihilation of the Yaduts fighting among themselves, and then disappearance of Lord Krishna. Like that, 31 chapters are covered in the 11th canto, and it deals about how to get liberated from this material world and get mukti. So this is like the overview of most of the chapters consist of Uddhav Gita, and in Uddhav Gita also mostly these 24 gurus. Elaborately it is described. So thus we complete Canto overview. And then we'll see 12th Canto overview also. So this I heard from Gaurang Darshan Guru's lecture. He has also given nice lecture. So overview of 11th canto. He has given overview of each canto. So very nice, elaborately he has discussed. So I heard from that only. Bhagavad Pravesh. Okay. So we'll end here only. It's already 10:44. Today I didn't go for the program. That program some Toshan has I'm here only in temple. So we'll end here. We'll meet again next Saturday. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please give us a moment to thank you.
Hare Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shivana Krishna Prabhuji. Amarjan Prabhu.
As always, a wonderful class. So beautifully explained, and I think we can definitely implement in our life from whatever Prabhuji has given us today. 24 gurus and
25.
25 gurus, and we can make our life more blissful and meaningful, and we can become more Krishna conscious. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. As always, we are so indebted to you. Thank you so much.
You are all my gurus. I learned from you also. You are 13, 12 gurus.
Very well.
Learning lessons. Attachment to material life. Hungry for money. Living one country and going to desert.
You are in Kanaya Desh. You are in Kanaya's Desh. So it is so nice. You are
in Kanaya's Desh, Prabhu. You are in Kanaya's Desh.
In Kanaya Desh, serving Kanaya. Very nice. Kuwait. Thank you so much for hearing attentively. And next time we'll cover 12 and then we'll do CCS.
Yes, Prabhuji, we all would like to chant loudly Hare Krishna mantra to express our gratitude, Prabhu. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Panchakalpatarubhyasya kripasindhubhyavach patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Kapodi Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Srila
Jai.
Jai. His Grace Chaitanya Chandra Prabhuji ki jai.
All glories to Gandraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
jai. Jai. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Asimananda Krishna Prabhu, any announcement you want to make?
Prabhu left.
Prabhu left? Asimananda Prabhu left already?
Yes, Prabhu left.
Okay. I think there are no announcement, Prabhu. Friday,
tomorrow is Ekadashi, no, Prabhu? Tomorrow?
Not tomorrow, Monday, Prabhu.
Monday. Okay, day after.
Monday is Ekadashi, Thursday is Narsimha Chaturdashi.
Yes, Prabhu. And we have a program on Friday only, no?
Friday will be our program. Yes.